As of recording this video, the Chicago Bears are now 2-2 on the season. And say what you want about the Bears as a team, but you have to agree that Caleb Williams each game is showing improvements and signs that he can be a franchise quarterback. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Soback Sports, and I'm so back with another video. And today I just want to have a quick conversation about Caleb Williams and how he has done and fared through 4 weeks of NFL football. But before we get into today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really means a lot to the channel, and it really helps me create content like this for you guys. So please subscribe. Anyways, we've noticed a lot of progress. We've seen a lot of the footage, especially from what he started back in week one when he was very skittish in the pocket. He tried to do too much. He tried to play a little bit of hero ball, which he felt that he needed to do. But at the end of the day, the defense helped him out and was able to get that win. Then following that, the 2 weeks with against the Texans and against the Indianapolis Colts, which the Colts should have been an easy win. However, he did show flashes of what he is like as a passer. He did have two crucial interceptions, but you saw the potential there. And then finally, we go to the Rams game where I think we saw a lot of good things when it comes to him in his pocket presence, his ability to navigate through his progressions, and through be able to make quick time decisions as well. Yes, the offensive line has its flaws and its issues, but you have to admit that he was able to navigate it pretty well. And you got to give credit where credit is due because, he is a rookie quarterback going into a situation where, yes, he has a lot of expectations, and the Chicago Bears have placed a lot on his plate, especially for an expectation standpoint. But let's just look at quickly what he has done so far. And if you look at his statistics, he is 787 yards of the season in 4 games, and has 3 touchdowns or 3 passing touchdowns and 4 interceptions with a QBR of 29, which is 31st in the NFL. And this past game, not great in like insane numbers wise. 157 passing yards with 73% completion and 1 touchdown. But let me go through the games specifically and show you why this matters and why we see improvement. Let's look at this. 93 yards, 174 yards, 363 yards, 157 yards. Okay, a little bit of a dip going into week 4. But as you can see, the passer percentage increases every single game. We're now at 73% passing. And thing is, he did it under 23 completions. 23 attempts. And the stack numbers as well. Texas game was brutal when it comes to him taking sacks, but every game he lowered the sack amount to now 3 per in the game, and his QBR increased from when it was in the beginning of the season when it was 23 to 39. Slight improvement, but you can always build from there. And then passer rating wise, like there was a slight dip on the Houston game, the 80 passer rating, and then 106.6 passer rating. What can we really tell about this? And we can tell a lot because Caleb has shown that, stats wise, he'll try to improve every single game, whether it's like by a small percentage or by, a decent margin when it comes to passing yards. You will see a lot of improvement as well. And you gotta at the end of the day, he is a rookie, man. Like, as much as you want to say that, oh, this team is built for a rookie, he should have all these expectations, like there's no room for error. He should from the out the gates should be like CJ Stroud. I think that mentality is wrong, and that just only makes things worse when it comes to a development of a quarterback. Let's look at the quarterbacks that have been developed. Jordan Love didn't really have any expectations going into the NFL season and turned out to be a decent quarterback. Baker Mayfield had his redemption arc in Tampa. Let's think. CJ Stroud didn't really have any expectations, but was able to thrive with no expectations and show the talent that he has. I'm not saying that we should remove all expectations from Caleb because, yes, you are the number 1 overall pick and it comes with the territory. But the fact of the matter is we have to keep in mind that he is a rookie and he's going to a Chicago Bears where we've never seen the light of day when it comes to a quarterback that threw for 4K yards. The closest we've ever gotten was Jay Cutler, and we traded for him back in like 24, like I don't even remember when he traded for him, but like early 2010s. And you know, play calling wise, it has improved like night and day from the Indianapolis Colts game to now when we have two running backs that are actually doing well when it comes to getting yardage. DeAndre Swift had a hell of a game. Roshan Johnson also had a hell of a game, but that alleviated the pressure from Caleb Williams and was able to, make him thrive and make him decisions. We were able to see a lot of Caleb when he's, commanding the offensive line, when he's audibling out of plays, when he's reading the defenses, when he's reading the plays in front of him, and he's utilizing the armband as well to kind of facilitate that playbook. And as a passer, he's shown a lot. He was able to throw that tight window throw to DJ Moore for a touchdown and essentially take a huge lead into the fourth quarter. Another great play was when he threw it down the middle of the field, just above the fingertips of the defender and into the arms of Cole Kmet, and for a huge gain of like 22 yards or so. Like, those are the things you want to see from your quarterback. In addition, yes, the deep ball still needs work. I mean, yes, we agree that the deep ball has been kind of like his kryptonite at this point, where he's overthrowing his receivers, but that will take some time. And yes, I'm kind of like, I know it should be happening pretty soon. Like, come on, Caleb, you should come on. It's week 4. Come on. But, the fact that he's doing other things well, makes me be like, okay, it will eventually arrive. We'll get there. We'll eventually get there, and it will be beautiful. It will be beautiful because as soon as he connects and as soon as he knows like what he can do with the deep ball and how he can time it properly, he's going to be a huge problem in the NFL. And, the one thing I really do appreciate with Caleb and, his ability is that he, in this fourth game or the fourth week, didn't panic in the pocket. He didn't immediately scramble as soon as the first play wasn't there. And he's going through his progressions, 1 read, 2 read, 3 read, and even sometimes 4 read. Like, he has, even though in the limited time he has in the pocket, when he has a clean pocket, he will go through his progressions. And that touchdown play, the pocket was collapsing on him, but he was able to throw a tight window throw. And that throw, if you go on Twitter, go on all the social media platforms, you'll see that tight window throw. And it was a thing of beauty because if he can do that with the pressure on him, he can do a lot of things in this league. And it will just take time. And the argument that we took the wrong quarterback is completely like BS because we did not take the wrong quarterback in the first place. Jayden Daniels, hats off to him because he's having a hell of a season so far. And that's the thing. The Commanders did everything to build around him and, help him with Dan Quinn, and Cliff Kingsbury as well is doing pretty well with the offensive play calling. So why are we comparing the two? Yes, I know they're the first and second overall pick. And like Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, we're doing the same thing again. Time is a flat circle. But this scenario is different. Both these quarterbacks are thriving, but Caleb is just taking a little bit more time to get there. And listen, when we face them in a couple of weeks, we'll see how good these quarterbacks are. And why do we have to choose between this one or that one when we know that we can just like both of them, right? And yeah, I just love what he's doing, man. And yes, the offense stalled out in the beginning of the game against the Rams, but we were able to get as long as we have that same play calling and have that same mindset each and every game. The next 2 games, Panthers and Jaguars, if we have that same mentality and our defense shows up, our special teams is on fire, we can win a lot of games. And Caleb will slowly build that confidence, and it will start to, instead of being a linear path, it will be exponential growth, and we'll eventually see the makings of a quarterback in Chicago. And listen, he has 787 yards, which isn't a lot, but it's tied for 19th in the NFL. Back then, we were able to even get close to this number in week 4, and it was a lot of rushing yards. Not no shade at Fields, but I'm just saying, as a passer, we were seeing a lot of things that we really didn't necessarily see in Justin quite yet, because maybe due to play calling, maybe it's also due to the offensive line and development, or him being thrown into the fire just like that. There's also factors. But we're not really here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Caleb Williams, and I think he's going to be okay. Let's stop with the doomer mentality right now. Yes, Bears football is not an easy watch all the time. It's always not like peaceful, like peaches and roses. It's stressful. That game was super stressful. I was stressed till the very end of the game until we won. But listen, be patient, Bears fans. It's gonna happen. Things are gonna work out, and you know, just enjoy the ride. Like, you get the rookie year once. You get to witness Caleb's rookie year one time. Why not just enjoy it? And we're seeing a lot of great things. And if the play calling keeps up, the sky's the limit. I guess that's it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about Caleb Williams and the offense and how we did against the Rams. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have an episode of the podcast out, the Soulback Sports podcast. So tune into those, where we go over our picks for the upcoming week and even some games recaps that happen. And as well, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really means a lot to the channel. It really helps me create content like this for you guys. So please subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.